In 1992, a vision appeared to a simple man. He had a dream of integrating all the different types of digital media authoring tools into a single product.
I'll try to summarize the concept behind that and a little bit of the history. I mean, some of you have probably heard about it. I started to talk about this just 2 or 3 years ago. You may have even seen a prototype of it 2 years ago at NAB here in Build on SGI. Doing that prototype, we've learned a lot about the complexity of this idea I had. It's maybe a simple idea to think about, but it's very complex to build. So what we've done over those years is actually build an architecture that is allowing us to make an abstraction.
The first members of the DS team were hired in March '93. 2 guys, Nick Michaud and Ray Hill. The mission they accepted, an NAB demo. Time frame, 1 month. Things never change. DS made its first steps on an SGI platform running on the IRIX operating system. But when Microsoft announced that it was going to acquire Softimage, the world stopped turning, and the life of SGI was never going to be the same again. Once on NT, Microsoft started sending troops to help the Montreal development team. The DS team went from a handful of people to a full floor on the famous 3510 Saint-Laurent. Little Mexican dude that changed the life of the DS team, Luis Talavera.
Softimage is really exciting. I mean, maybe you guys are kind of numb to it now from being part of it for so long. DS has some incredibly talented people, but you know what? There's always a next version.
Because we can! Yes, we can!
For about 3 years, DS was going to ship in the next 6 months, going through numerous beta phases and some interesting parties. Just before shipping V1, at the end of 1997, the team took a trip to the official North America launch in a famous American city.
New York, New York, I wanna wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the leaf.
Some people were really transformed after this trip. When V1 shipped, Louis retired.
Carol asked me what the DS team was like. Well, it was like Jim Jones's Kool-Aid. The more you drink of it, the more you want. So I had to stop one day before it killed me. But I really miss it.
Microsoft decided it didn't need Softimage anymore, so Avid and acquired Softimage in the summer of 1998. At the end of '98, DS V2.1 was shipped. Then 3.0, also known as Cuba, found its way out. And the team got a few more parties showing you how the DS team can get dirty when needed. DS 4.0, codenamed Creed, marked the arrival of another cult leader for the team. They even made a movie about being Alan Abramovich. Or was it John Malkovich? Whatever. After shipping 5.0, at the end of year 2000, another big milestone was going to be reached to prove the concept that first enlightened Daniel Langlois. Resolution and hardware independence allowed DS to go to the next level, high definition, also known as HD. With V6, codenamed Tahoe, DS got a new facelift. But what really made the difference is the people in the DS team.